Now let's go to the consumer facing aspect of this, right? So if I am a layperson and I want to really understand what's the actual impact of any proposed process reengineering reform or something to that effect, what are the kind of core statistics that one could look at? Then maybe if you could build the intuition without getting into the formulae of the kind of core statistics that could be useful here, and which body should ideally publish these statistics? Ideally, if we had some sort of centralized statistics organization, or even better, a state level statistics organization who could depoliticize this data and publish this regularly, then that would be awesome. Unfortunately, we don't have something similar in India now. So how do you envisage this sort of interface?
Yeah. So let me tell you, there is a report on this. Okay, I forget the name of the report. I'll look it up and tell you all. But it was Justice, somebody had done a data standards report. Okay, and it's a good report. We should all try and aspire to it. There are, perhaps I'll reference it towards the end. Okay, I find it and tell it to you. But there are a few things that we have been looking at which take the side of the litigant. Okay, which say from the litigant's perspective, what do I care about? Do I care about the pendency? Do I really need to know how many cases are pending? No, I'm a consumer of this service. I want to know how long will my case take? It's a reasonable ask. I want to know how many hearings so that I can plan my costs around it. I would love to know predictability. Okay. I would like to know now. It is unfair of me to demand outcome predictability. Okay, because a case will go to court. It's an adversarial system, which means both parties will present their facts. The law will take its course. I'm not here to suggest that you will know whether you will win or lose. That's not realistic. But can I at least know when the hearings will be held? Can I get certainty that the case will progress through the hearings? So, and then can I also get some kind of predictable pattern? So, American Supreme Court example, perhaps not the best parallel, but here it is that when the trial of Trump was happening, okay, and the world was watching because the president might get, sent to prison or not. You knew dates. There were, okay, it's going to take about 6 to 8 weeks. And in that, you knew you would get an answer. For our Indian courts, apart from some matters which are heard at urgency at the Supreme Court level, so the bulk of us, you don't really get any sense of the predictability. And I'm not saying you can know that with certainty, but can you aspire to predictability? And then, of course, I don't know how to measure these. So I know how to measure time to disposal, time to first hearing, maybe time to, time between hearings, so that I get some kind of certainty. We define it as percentage of substantive hearings. I want to know in how many of my hearings did the case make progress, and in how many of the case was the case kind of stagnant, which is either it was an adjournment or parties said they want to pay, or there was some administrative thing saying you forgot to file something. Now, fine. Why can't all this be done in advance with some certainty, so that on the day of the hearing, there will be progress.
Right.
And then people really want fairness. I don't know how to measure fairness. People really want independence. I don't know how to measure independence. So I have 3 or 4 measurable characteristics that are more on the operational side, and then of course fairness and independence, which is something everybody aspires to.